Hi, a lot of customers think this range is better than Botox. This is what they call it, our better than Botox range. So let's talk about what Botox actually does. Basically how a muscle contracts. It needs to send a message from the neurosensor across to the muscle. Now I know that's getting a little bit technical, but if you actually think of it like a bridge, on one side you have the neurosensor, on the other side you have the muscle. And basically what happens is the neurosensor shoots off a message, travels across the bridge to the muscle, and the muscle then contracts once it receives that message. What Botox does, it stops the message from getting through. So it basically blows a hole in the middle of the bridge. So the message leaves the neurosensor but can't make it across to the muscle, so there's no contraction. So that brings us to why our customers call this range better than Botox. It doesn't stop the messages from getting across altogether. But what it does, it actually sets up 3 roadblocks on the bridge. From the moment the message leaves, there's a little roadblock in place. Then in the middle of the bridge, there's another roadblock. And basically just before it gets to the muscle point, there's another roadblock. What are these roadblocks? This is made up of an ingredient called BTX tripeptine. Tri meaning 3, peptine or peptide helps to actually create those interception points. So on a daily basis, our facial muscles actually move 15,000 times a day on average. So it won't stop these 15,000 movements altogether. That would be a bit of a worry because we would have absolutely no muscle moving on our face. But what it will do is it will reduce the amount of movement that our muscles are making. So say around the eye area, for example, the more we're contracting, the more we're actually wearing down that tissue around the eyes. If we can minimize the amount of movement that we're getting, instantly that skin is then given relief. We then actually use other active ingredients to nourish the skin and make the skin more soft and supple, similar to a leather conditioner if you like. Rather than the leather getting hard and cracking, it actually becomes nice and soft, so it's a lot more supple. And then the great thing I love about this product, it takes it that one step further. Rather than just minimizing the Botox injection and reducing the contraction of the muscles, it starts to actually build up the lower levels of the skin. And this is the most important part, because this is what I call the mattress or the structural point of the skin. This is where, when we get damage, it creates the crevice of the wrinkle in the first place. Think of it like the basement car park. Basically that lower level of the skin and all of your structural pylons, they are like the structural piles in a basement. They are holding up the multi-story car parks and buildings above. As those structural pylons break, then the stories up above will start to collapse, and that is basically your wrinkle. So it is not good enough just to have Botox. Even if you're having injectables, you need to work on those lower levels. You need to rebuild the structural pylons. You need to rebuild that support system of the skin. So we actually rebuild that area. We start knitting back all of those structural pylons. We start actually creating a swelling effect down in the deeper levels. And so what this will do, it will literally push and fatten the dermis, pushing it up towards the surface of the skin. And this will start to fill or plump out the wrinkles, similar to having a filler, but giving you a much better long-term effect of the skin. So this is the main reason that our clients love to call this range better than Botox. There is multiple products in the range, but one of my favorites would definitely be the Age Cure program. It starts out with a peel, with the first step calling prep, and you put that on of a nighttime straight after you cleanse and tone. This will exfoliate the skin and really rejuvenate the cell renewal. Then our next step, for the first 15 days, we add the serum called No Lines. No lines has the Botox-like effect, and it really helps to minimize that movement of the muscle. These products are used all over. Just a couple of drops of each is all you need. And then the third product is actually Densify. Densify is what is fattening the dermis. So this is used on top of your prep from day 16 to day 30. Then after that, you then swap out the Densify and you go back to the no lines because your day one starts again. So hopefully this gives you a little bit more information about what is Botox, how do I treat the skin, how is the Time Expert Reads range similar to Botox, and why do our clients call it better than Botox? If you do have any more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the team or check out the website for more information. Thanks so much for watching. Chat soon. Bye-bye.